Welcome, 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 everybody. Can you guys hear me okay? Please type in the chat, everybody, if you guys can hear me. I know we have some technical difficulties. Just type in the chat. I want to make sure y'all can feel me today, because guess what? That means it's about to go down. You see, look, I'm punching myself. Anytime you see somebody punching themselves when they talking, that means it's about to get real, okay? And so we about to make some lemonade out of these lemons. For some reason, the enemy did not want us to have this webinar today, but we're going to press through and we're going to make this thing happen. So guys, we apologize about the technical difficulties, but you know what? That type of stuff happens. That's a part of life. So let's make some lemonade. So first of all, my name is Rashard Duncan. I bring you all greetings from Des Moines, Iowa, the heart of the country, right in the middle of everything. Every politician wants this state right here. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm just so excited to be here today, because as you guys know, for all of our guests that are on this line today, I want y'all to know we're a bunch of exciting people, because we're all saving in real money gold. We're all a part of this. Listen, this is who we are. We are a rapidly growing international movement that teach by example a practical, affordable, and proven approach on the correct way to truly save, build wealth, and become debt-free. So ladies and gentlemen, if there's any guests that are on this call, we are excited because we take some of this paper money that's losing its value and we exchange it into the new gold money, okay? And I want you to know how excited we are, because everyone that's on this call, would you rather have some of these dollars in your savings, or would you rather have some of this gold? Just let our guests know. Type in gold or type in paper money, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already see what the guests are saying. They're saying gold all day, every day. We want gold, okay? So ladies and gentlemen, that's what we're all about. And listen, we are on this 90 days to freedom. We got testimonies coming up, and 90 days to freedom. Freedom looks, by definition, okay, freedom can look like many different things. Freedom can be emotionally, spiritually, physically. Freedom can be changing your mindset, okay? Having more self-confidence in yourself. Freedom could be making 10, 20, 30, $100,000 in the next 90 days, okay? So there's a lot of different things that tie into freedom, but hashtag 90 days of freedom. And so the internet is being flooded. When I tell you it's being flooded, the internet is being flooded with 90 days of freedom videos and comments, because this is what we're on. And so every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, this is where we meet right here, okay? At 9 p.m. Central Time, that is 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and we usually last right about an hour because we want to be mindful of everyone's time. But today, I am here to tell you, you are in for a treat. When I tell you a treat, there's two gentlemen today that you're going to hear from that if your bones are not on fire, they will be on fire by the time this meeting is over. I'm talking about some shut up in my bones type fire, okay? Because that's what we all about. And listen, I know I'm very excited. If you ain't this excited and you're involved in care bars, you better go into your secret place. You better go into your prayer closet. Do whatever you got to do, but don't come out until you got this type of smile like this right here on your face. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you ain't smiling like this, okay, if you ain't got this type of energy and you talking about care bars, do you think people are going to want to be a part of something and you walking around looking like you about to go to a funeral or something like that? Absolutely not. You want people to want what you have. And if you have self-confidence, if you have good energy, that's what you want. That's what that is going to attract people to you. But while I'm talking about attracting people, I don't want no excuses from anyone. No excuses from anyone whatsoever, because I have a gentleman today that lives in my hometown, okay? His name is Wayne Mullen. I call him Wayne, okay? This gentleman right here, do me a favor, Roger, do a quick mic check. I want a mic check real fast on Wayne Mullen. I want to make sure. Wayne Mullen, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, he is there. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna save Wayne for last, okay? Because Wayne, you sit tight. Don't you go nowhere. But ladies and gentlemen, there is so much stuff. There are so many. This gentleman that you see right here in the red shirt, he is 80 years old. I didn't say 18. I didn't say 28, 38, 48, 58, 68. I didn't say 78. He is 70. He is 80 years old. He is a Karat Bars affiliate. He has signed up 1 gold and 3 VIPs within the last week and a half. He just signed up 3 VIPs today. Age ain't nothing but a number. And I'm not talking about the old school R&B song. I'm talking about literally. So I don't want to hear no excuses. If you came, I always tell people, leave your excuses in the courtroom, okay? Because we don't want to hear those excuses right now. There is no excuses, because when you guys hear from this gentleman right here, who is 80 years old, check this out. I'm going to just give you a snippet. I went to see him in the emergency room, and he was talking to the doctors and the nurses about Karat Bars while he was in the emergency room. I'm going to just leave that. I'm going to park that for now. We're going to come back to that here in a little bit. But another gentleman, so his name is Wayne Mullen, but I'm going to shift gears. Another gentleman I want to introduce is my brother, Antonio Deveaux. But before I do that, Roger, do me a favor. Go to 90DaysToFreedom.net, and I want you to go to the resource page, please. Okay, unless I have the screen right now. Let me see if I got the screen. I might have it real quick. Okay, hold on 1 second. Boom, I got the rock. Check this out, guys. There are so many nuggets on this website. And I need to make sure, we need to make sure, as we're on this march to 1 million, you know, I've always said, they always used to say, if you want to hide some money from someone, put it in a book. Because people don't like to sometimes read book and look at information and look at tools. And so I guarantee you, if I was to hide 10 kilos of gold in this resource tab right here on this 90 Days of Freedom, I would be curious of how many of you guys would still not have any gold in your savings because you've never clicked this tab right here, okay? But I want you guys to see this. This is crucial when I tell you. Number one, this tab right here, you should all be using these tools, okay? You should all be using these tools in this 90 Days to Freedom, okay? This is live right now, just so you know, okay? Right now, when you look at this resource tab, we have our 90 Days of Freedom training guide. Any new person that you bring on into this business, you need to be having them, you need to be going through this training guide with them. They need to have this. In this training guide, ladies and gentlemen, this gives all the 7 steps that you need to get started. Everything is right here. All the resources is right here. All 7 steps in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Boom. Okay. Also, the goals, setting your goals, the 3 to 5 year, the 1 year plan. All this stuff is right here. You simply, if you guys have not done this yourselves, you need to download and do this, because again, in this industry, in Karat Bars, we don't show videos to people that we haven't seen ourselves, and we don't push tools on the people that we haven't even completed ourselves. So make sure you take a minute and download this and go through this tool. This is our 90 Days of Freedom manual that we are using. It goes through the packages, all the details in the packages, the KYC part of it, setting up the auto exchange, getting plugged in. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't have all 5 of your senior partners and directors, the people that you should be calling for your 3-ways, I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to be able to do the system. Everybody should have at least 5 people while we're on this 90 Days of Freedom and after. Everyone should have their people that they have on deck ready for them to do your 3-ways for you. So this has all that piece in there. Even the weekly events, our Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday calendar is right in here as well. And then getting plugged in from the corporate office the Facebook pages, all the Facebook pages that you need to be a part of, the live event cycles, launching your business as far as the PGRs. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I want everybody that is participating in this 90 Days to Freedom campaign. If you're doing a private gold reception, we want you to post pictures, okay? We also want you to post video clips and stick it in that 90 Days to Freedom Facebook page. Put it in the Karatbars World Facebook page. Hashtag it 90 Days to Freedom, okay? Hashtag it in there because we want the world to see what we're doing all over the globe, okay? But this breaks down the private gold receptions, how you want to build your business, if it's fast, if it's moderate, if it's slow, okay? This gives a breakdown of how you want to start, as well as you put your top 25 together. After you put your top 25, guys, then you start to run the play, the invitation, presentation, three-way conversation, and then you start running the play. And all of that stuff, ladies and gentlemen, is right here in this manual, okay? So that manual is there. Also, the progress flow chart. If any of you guys want to know how the progress flow chart, if you just want it in one page, the flow chart is right here on that as well. The invitation, the presentation, the three-way conversation, okay? Making a list, contacting them within 72 hours, the flow chart, everything is all right here in complete details, okay? Now, here's another key thing right here. This is the 90 Days to Freedom. This is the pipeline tracker. This is a blank one right here. The next gentleman, Antonio Deveaux, that I'm going to bring in, actually, I'm going to save this piece for last because I'm going to have him come in real quick, and you're going to see what his PGR tracker looks like, and you're also going to see why this guy is tearing up in Karatbars right now. If I'm not mistaken, I know he signed up like 30 or 40 VIPs in a matter of like 40 days or something like that. So I'm going to let him kind of share a little bit about that, but I'll come back to that. But then there's also a PGR tracker. Your PGR tracker right here, every time you have a private gold reception, you can look right here. You put the date, you put the time. Was it home or was it online? The guests that you invited, boom, put their names. The confirmed registered ones, the ones that attended, okay? So these are your invited guests, the ones that confirmed, the ones that attended. Then when you actually, after the private gold reception, the ones that got a free account, the ones that actually acquired a business package, and then the ones that scheduled their PGRs right on the spot. Because guys, as you're in the field doing your PGRs and bringing people into the business, one of the things that you want them to do, you want them to schedule after they register and sign up. You want them to schedule a PGR, have a grand opening for your business right away. Within the first 72 hours, have them set it. And if they set it, you check that box right there of that person that scheduled their PGR. And this is a way, ladies and gentlemen, you should have a binder. Keep all these tools and resources in a binder. So then this way, this is going to keep you all organized. This is going to keep everyone in sync, okay? These tools will help you to build your business. So make sure, don't just go to the resource page and look at this stuff and then just kind of highlight and go through it. Even the memory jogger that's on here, as we're on this 90 Days of Freedom, it tells you, listen, if you're on this call right now, who is on this line right now? If you're 25 years or older, I want you to type in the chat and say, I am. If you're 25 years or older, type in the chat right now and say, I am. And that's going to let me know that you are over the age of 25. Look at all the people that are chatting. So guess what? If you're over the age of 25, it is a psychological fact that you know at least 1,000 people. Okay? So all of you guys that are typing I am, again, we leave all the excuses in the courtroom. You know at least 1,000 people. So that means that we can start that you need to make sure you're being intentional, tasteful, user-friendly, and purposeful every day to go out and reach out to those individuals. And here's a memory jogger right here. By the time, if everyone right now got on this memory jogger, by the time you go down this list, this will pull 300 names out of your brain and onto a piece of paper. It says, who is your insurance agent? Who did you buy a car from? Who do you buy clothes from? Who is your doctor? Who is dissatisfied, money motivated? Who's out of work? Family members? Who is laid off? Who's in an MLM? Who's their own boss? I mean, by the time you go through this, this will kick out 300 names, 300 out of those 1,000 people that you know. So this memory jogger is right here as well for you to use. And then also, here is a very unique gold brochure that you can take out with you. So as you guys are out talking with folks, if you want like a handout, if you're playing a video and you want a handout that you want to show someone, here is a gold brochure. Behold the power of gold. And it lets you know, it gives a little breakdown. Choose gold over fiat currency. Saving gold is simple. It's a very nicely, really nice brochure that you can use, a powerful and unique 12-week savings program. It gives a snippet of what Karatbars is. Take control of your financial future. Not tomorrow, now. Okay? So this is a very nice brochure. Breaks down the packages. Something that's very user-friendly that you can utilize in the field. Now, here's the deal. Bring on my buddy, Antonio Deveaux. I want to pull him up. Make sure, Antonio, where you at? This is what is up. This, Antonio, are you there? Give me a mic check real quick. I want to make sure you're there.
Brother Rashard, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Now check this out. And Roger, if you're there, Tony, I want you to be able to share your screen here in a second. But this pipeline tracker, ladies and gentlemen, this right here should be your bread and butter. And I'm going to show you why. I'm going to give you some proof why with this gentleman, Tony Deveaux, because this is a blank one on the website. His is completely full. Because with this pipeline tracker, this is going to let us know how serious you are on this 90 days of freedom and after. Okay? Because you put your name, you put the date, you put the telephone number, the invitation. This is how you track your progress. The presentation, the three-way, okay? Then the registration, the KYC, the package, the gold rush training, the notes. So this keeps track of absolutely everything. Now, my brother Antonio Deveaux, let me stop sharing my screen. Tony, let me make sure you can share your screen. But this is Antonio Deveaux. I've heard this gentleman, if you haven't seen his videos online, he is literally between, I don't know, between him and Mike Delco. Them brothers are, they got videos and periscoping and lollipopping and doo-wopping, and they just acting crazy out here in social media. The energy is bananas. Okay, so Antonio, real quick, just share really quick who you are, just real brief, man, your background and what you're doing in Karatbars right now, and how significant this PGR tracking system is for you, and what you're doing with this, my friend.
Well, first of all, let me just say, I really appreciate the energy that Rashard brings to the table, because you guys don't seem to understand that sometimes you have leadership that is on different levels. Some individuals bring you energy, some people don't bring you energy, but just watching this brother explain this information right now is getting me excited all over again in this thing. Folks, I have been involved in network marketing. I've been involved in affiliate marketing. And of course, the Karatbars really is not even a network marketing company. It's really an e-commerce company. They're just having to pay you through an affiliate platform. They're not selling products or services. There's no monthly fees. There's no annual renewals. So you really can't compare this to your Noni Juices, your YTBs, your Surges, all the other different companies that are selling liquid weight loss. They're selling soaps, lotions, potions, and foot fungus cream. None of that stuff compares to solid gold. Gold is on a level of sexy all by itself. It really doesn't need to be sold. It just needs to be presented, okay? You're not going to appreciate what that man is doing right there, because, see, being able to see that gold, you guys don't seem to understand something. This is the only thing that matters worldwide right now, is having access to this kind of gold, currency-grade gold. And if you don't have that, I can tell you something. You literally are broke. If you don't believe that, look at what's happening in Greece, okay, where people have millions of dollars trapped up in the bank, and you can only get $50 a day to take care of your family. I got excited about this opportunity because I wasn't even looking for anything, you guys. I've been in a lot of different businesses. And what I wanted something that I could feel like I wasn't trying to sell someone something that they didn't need. Even though I made millions of dollars in this industry, I was just sick and tired of the old same kind of thing, selling long distance services, selling phone service, selling home security systems, selling vitamins. I was just sick of all of this stuff just being stacked up in my house. And I got to the point where I'm just disgusted with trying to sell products that people really don't need. And when I heard about Care Bars, I'm sure Rashard would agree with this, man, it changed my life. I mean, I really do understand how powerful gold is. Let me tell you guys something. This company is allowing you to do something that's so above bar, that's so beyond most people's wildest imagination and dreams, which is to acquire physical gold and build a dynasty. You can't have a dynasty without some type of true assets. You have to understand that. Gold is really the only true money that has ever existed. It's been around for over 5,000 years. It's been used before all these fiat currencies and paper money were ever created. And you have multiple different currencies and multiple different countries that have came and went. Look at what happened in Germany. They've had currencies that got devalued that went to zero. Look what happened in Yugoslavia. They had currencies that went to zero in the current. They were using the paper basically to heat homes. Look what happened in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe, that was just in the last 7-8 years. This is a perfect example. In Zimbabwe, between 2007 and 2009, there was hyperinflation. They were printing $100 trillion notes. So, folks, understand something. I'm just going to jump just quickly. I know I'm going a little bit over. Rashard, let me just go into my screen share to show you guys something. Hold on one second.
Sir. Yes, sir.
Let me just show the desktop here. Let me just share screens for a moment. And where did it go? I just want to talk about this pipeline tracker for a minute because only thing that I can do right now is really just tell you guys, what this has done for me. And I'll come back to my regular screen and show you. But let me tell you something. My entire sheet is completely covered. This is so important. I'll just tell you, in the last 5 or 6 days, we signed up a couple of VIPs. We probably signed up at least 8 or 9 silver packages, probably about 3 or 4 gold packages. I think like 3 VIP packages. I personally signed up, even myself, and people bought packages for me, at least 5 or 6 people myself, totally outside of those other individuals came into my group just within like the last 3 or 4 days. So we've really picked up momentum. So, and I'm gonna tell you something, it's all because of this pipeline tracker. Let me tell you something, just having 2 of these sheets filled out, there's space for 10 individuals, 10 prospects on each one. So basically 10 units of work. That's the way that I look at it. I look at a prospect as 1 unit of work. And all I've been doing is recording the name, the date, the phone numbers I actually have in my phone, but I put down the presentation, the 3-way. You put a little star in the box for where it says 3-way. I've recorded who has KYC documents, and then I also put down in my notes what stage they are at in the training process. So are they in phase 1, or they're phase 2, or have they been exposed? Has the text been generated? Okay, these are the things that I'm paying attention to. So I'm just going to show you because that's online. I want to try and show you my tracker here. I'm going to show you something that's a little bit unique. You'll notice that on my tracker, every single line is completely filled out. You guys,
back it up just a hair. Keep going back so they can see all that. Back it up. Now that's what I'm talking about, brother Antonio AD.
Folks, this is what your leaders are doing. You have to understand something. This stuff works. Let me tell you something. If it wasn't for this pipeline track, I'm gonna tell you what almost happened to me. I almost lost a VIP because I had so many prospects that came in. I have 2 videos that I put out that have almost 25,000 views between the 2 of them. I put these 2 videos out just in the last 10, 11 days. The videos that went viral. I got people calling me from all overseas, people calling me from the Bahamas, people calling me from Switzerland. That looked at my video and called me, and they got added onto this tracker. But let me tell you something. I was trying to remember everything in my head because I'm thinking that I'm smart, that I can keep up with everybody. But let me tell you something. I almost missed this guy because I forgot to call him back when I told him I was going to turn his phone call because I was busy responding to messages on social media. I was busy trying to take inbound phone calls, and I totally forgot about this guy. And if it wasn't for the fact that I put him right up here in the corner, the last guy, it was so funny. If I wouldn't have put this guy right here, I would have lost out on about $800 or $900 in the commissions that I could have lost from plus my VIP money. So you guys, you have to understand something. Even though I gave this individual away, you have to understand that you don't want to leave anybody out. Use the tracker, it works, okay? And keep track of it. Even if you leave the home with it, I don't leave my home without this tracker. There's 2 things I take out to motivate me. I take this tracker, and I take me a little bit of money out with me because I believe in 2 things. Sometimes people are motivated in different ways. Me, I need to see cash and gold at all times. Third thing, I need everybody that I talk to know who I need to follow up with. The goal is, you guys, is to put 1 million people into this company. And Rashard, I know you can agree with me. Whenever you're organized, this is one of my biggest challenges, because I'll talk to so many people, I'll forget about people. And then later on, those people sometimes call me back and say, man, you never returned my phone call. And I'll be like, man, I got to start documenting this stuff. When you get so excited, you running around.
Man, let me tell you here, man. I'm gonna tell you, brother Antonio, why you on point right now. You on point for multiple reasons. Number one, you hit it on the head. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're serious about this business, and if you're hitting this thing, guys, you have to imagine this business. Take your mind to an old, some of y'all live in big cities, it might be difficult for you, but imagine yourself being out on a farm, okay? It's easy for me to do that because I'm in Iowa with all these cornfields, okay? But you're out on a farm, an old country pump. Imagine an old stiff pump, okay? When you first start hitting that thing, I mean, you got to put a lot of muscle. You see that? That's my muscle face. I'm pumping. I'm out in the field right now. Invitation, presentation, three-way conversation. I'm priming that pump. And before you know it, it starts to get looser. And before you know it, I mean, you just got gold just falling out all over the place. Just gold spewing out all over the place. It's still coming out. It's just gold just raining because now you've got it loose. And when you get to that point, I'm telling you, if you don't have a tracking system, you're going to forget people. Everyone has good intentions on following back up with people. But you know what? If you introduce someone and you had that conversation with them, you show them the video, what do you think? If you leave food out overnight,
yeah,
you come back to it overnight, is that food going to still be fresh? Absolutely not. Depending on what it is, it still might be good the next day, but most of the time it's cold, it's done.
Yes, true.
So the key is with that pipeline tracker, that will keep you focused. Because you can put your brain on paper, and so you can always look at it, you can always study, you can always know where you're at. This brother just said he was about to miss out on $900 because of if he would not have been keeping that information on that paper. So brother, I'm gonna tell you right now, Antonio, I love you, bro. I love your energy, man. I mean, the whole, look it, man. Look, when you say Cats is shining, like his bald head is literally glistening right now. Okay? His bald head is literally shining right now. And that ain't even from the light. That's from that gold and that energy. That's what carrot bars will do. Carrot bars will have, listen, if you've been wanting your forehead to shine and glisten like Tony's, all you gotta do is get a track and
like a gold halo.
That's a gold halo, okay? That's a gold halo right there. So I'm trying to tell y'all, if you don't know, now you know. We saving in gold. So listen, brother Antonio, I appreciate you, man. I love you. And listen, and y'all just got to snip it. Because when we come to the Freedom Celebration, a lot of the people that you see on this screen, they're going to be on the big screen as well. So you can see them live and in full effect. So brother Antonio, I love you. Everybody in the chat, if you just benefited from what brother Antonio said and mentioned in this brief moment, I want you to type in the chat, love you, Antonio. So show him some love real quick. Say, love you, Antonio, so he can know that you have you have received what he has given you today. You see the love, brother Antonio?
Absolutely. So,
they loving you, brother.
You guys
they loving you, brother. Look at that. They loving you from all over the place, man. They even putting XOs on there. Peace and love, peace, love, and chicken grease. They even put chicken grease in there, man. They still hung up on the fact that you was talking about foot fungus. Okay? I'm gonna tell you right now, I would definitely rather be selling me some gold than to be talking to somebody about some corns and bunions on their feet. To apply this cream on this bunion in 90 days, your bunion will be gone. But with the side effects, you might actually lose your entire ankle bone, but they didn't tell you about all that. Okay, gold is something that has been around for a long time, 6,000 years, has been tested, tried, and proved, and God even likes it because the streets is going to be paved with it already. So anyways, let me go ahead, Antonio. I love you, bro. I got to
so much, man. You guys too, man. It's been a blast so far. I got a feeling we just getting warmed up, man.
Oh, man, we just getting warmed up. Like I told you. Now, check this out. You see Antonio, okay? Some of y'all might be like, well, I ain't got the shiny head. I ain't got the good looks. I ain't got the youngness. I ain't got the charisma. You know, I'm a little older. I can't move around like that. Well, guess what? I got somebody for you too. Let's bring Wayne up on the big screen real quick. Let me bring my buddy Wayne up and unmute him real fast, Roger. I want to make sure Wayne has a copy. Okay, so unmute him real quick, please. Mr. Wayne, do you have a copy, sir? Are you there?
I'm here. Yes,
okay,
sir.
You're there. And do me a favor, Roger, make his photo big screen. I want his thing big. I want everybody to see all that wisdom on his head, the gray hair on his head. I need them to see that, okay? Because that is wisdom, okay? You got to earn that. Now, check this out. This gentleman here, Wayne Mullen, he lives in my hometown, okay? I love this dude. We worship together at the same church, okay? And this gentleman, I stand corrected. He's not 80, okay? I was off. He's 79. Okay, he'll be 80 here in a little bit. He's almost 80. Okay, so listen. There is absolutely no excuse. Let me tell you about this gentleman, Wayne, and then I'm going to introduce him. This gentleman, okay, a week and a half ago, he called me. He didn't call me. He had to call 911. He wasn't feeling good. He said the Holy Spirit told him to leave his front door open that night. He had to call 911. He had to get rushed to the emergency room, okay? They was preparing him to do an emergency surgery. They put the tubes down his nose, everything. They was preparing to do an emergency surgery. I came and seen my brother. Listen, guys, this Care Bars, this is about building relationships, okay? Because I would have done this for him regardless of Care Bars. I went and seen my brother at 5 in the morning in the emergency room, and I laid hands on him and prayed for him in the hospital. And tell me how after we prayed, within 5 minutes, the doctors came into the hospital. They came into his room. They looked at the charts again, and they said, man, we're looking at these tests, and all of a sudden, we don't think we have to do a surgery on you no more, Mr. Wayne. Mr. Wayne, please confirm, am I telling you the truth? Did the doctors come in after we prayed and said that we do not have to do this emergency procedure on you?
Right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, so I'm telling you guys right now, and while he was in the emergency room with tubes down his nose, he was talking to the people about Care Bars in there. Now listen to me. You talk about loving Care Bars while he is in the emergency room with the gown on and the back out. He's talking about gold. He is in love with Care Bars. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, this gentleman is on fire. Today alone, 3 VIPs. He was making money in the emergency room because someone that he had talked to signed up gold while he was in the hospital. So in the last week and a half, this gentleman has signed up 1 gold and 3 VIPs, and he is 79, soon to be 80 years old. So Mr. Wayne, I want you to take it away. I want you to tell them make sure you tell them, Wayne, a little bit about yourself, why you got involved in Care Bars, and what are you doing? Like, how are you doing this, Mr. Wayne? Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Wayne Mullen.
Thank you, Rashard. I've only been involved in this for a few weeks. I am involved in Care Bars because I was hungry. I hadn't had a paycheck since June 15th, and God's just supplied for me every month. It's been a miraculous trip. I'm excited about it. And I have probably no less than 15 or 16 VIPs that I'll have in the market before the 1st of May, 10th of May, somewhere in that area. I've been just grooming them. I've been working with a guy by the name of Terry Anderson. He's showing me and how to get through the system. And he said, all you have to do is download this and download that. I said, what in the world are you talking about? I don't know what download is. I never even plugged a computer in until I was 65 years old. Didn't even know anything about them. And most of that is all brand new to me. So I'm trying, and I decided about a week ago I was going to stop trying to do all the technical things in the system and just go and sell it. So I had folks on the line today, and all of a sudden, 2 people that had been listening to the videos called me within 5 minutes. I was totally frustrated. Didn't know what in the world I was going to try to get a hold of Rashard. Couldn't get him for 3 weeks. I tried to another lady that couldn't get her, and I didn't know enough to go to my 5 promise keepers, you know. So I said, well, I just gonna have to wing this myself, and that's what I did. And then I hadn't got through one phone call. I got another guy that called me, hey, can you meet me and my girlfriend at a coffee shop at 6 o'clock? So I barely got my teeth brushed before I got back. But you know what? I'm going to 15 VIPs just in a few days by God's grace, and I may get another 15 on top of it.
Come on,
just
Wayne.
to show you got to do it.
Wait, hold on, Wayne. You got to back that up, Wayne, because you froze up. You getting so crunk over there that your internet
no,
can't even keep up with you. So go ahead and back it up again. What'd you say? Because you said you was going to show these young folks something. What'd you say, Wayne? Go ahead.
I said, I'm going to show you young guys how to get it done. I don't know all the technology, but I know how to talk to people and love them and tell them the truth. I found one thing that's very important in this business, really important. I have people that I'll talk to, and they'll go on the internet and find all the garbage on it and about carrot bars. But you know what? Not one of those companies that's doing all the nonsense, not one of them is certified gold bullion, so you can show the folks that it's 999.9. I said, look at there. It's even stamped every one of these little bars, their own number on it. They're all certified. Really, that's the difference between spot price, carrot bars. Yeah, it costs about $25 to certify each one of those bars. Oh, well, okay, count me in. But they'd heard all that stuff on that. They've been listening to it, all that negative stuff coming from people who will not do the process 1, 2, 3, and they're too lazy to phone. I was scared to death the first 3 weeks. I paced up and down my living room not wanting to make a phone call.
Come on, Wayne.
And I'm 79 years old. I've dealt with thousands of people. And I just finally said one day, Lord, I'm going to make those 25 phone calls a day. And if they all tell me no, fine. I'll find one tomorrow. And that's what I've been doing every day.
Man, listen, you got to love that. Wayne said, I will call. He says, listen, if I get 25 no's, I will go ahead and make some more calls the next day. Is that what I heard you say, Wayne?
Amen. If I get 25 no's and 1 yes, praise the Lord.
Boy,
I'm about to get knocked off here.
Man. So check this out.
Everything's fading in and out. I think that Zoom has to give us a stronger signal, by the way. I think that's the problem.
Well, look at this, Wayne.
Thank you.
As you guys know, thank you so much, Wayne. Listen, there are no excuses. He is 80 years old, in the field, making multiple contacts, 79, and he is calling 10 to 20 people per day about this business. Okay, so what Wayne is saying is, ladies and gentlemen, step your game up. Age ain't nothing but a number, because if Wayne can do it at 79 without even having the technology background that most of us have, come on now. So anyways, Wayne, we love you. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys heard Wayne today and if he's been a blessing to you, I want everybody to say, love you, Wayne. Wayne, I want you to feel the love, because I know that your testimony has blessed some people and is going to motivate people to step up their game. Okay? And so, Wayne, look at the love.
Tell me how to download.
Look at all the love you getting, Wayne. Wayne, they love you, man. You going viral, Wayne. You going viral, baby. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's Mr. Wayne. And so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and I know we started late, and we're gonna conclude this my business partner, Dr. China, has two more powerful ladies. And so we're going to bring both of these ladies on right now to conclude us out with their testimonies. And I'm telling you guys, have you guys been loving this call? I told y'all the enemy didn't want this to happen. Okay, he tried to do everything he could to stop this call because he knew what Antonio Deveaux and what Wayne and what these two ladies was about to do. So anyways, if y'all are loving this call, just go ahead and say, man, this call is awesome, so we can know that. And Roger, do me a favor, bring these two young ladies up. We're going to close this meeting out. This is Diana, Richard, and Annie. Okay, and so we're going to be, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to close this meeting out in the next 10 minutes, guys. So I want you guys to hear from these two beautiful ladies that are representing. One is from the Bermuda, and then we got Annie that is from Canada. And so I want you two ladies, let's go ahead and start with Annie from Canada. We're going to go ahead and end with the Bermuda, because I haven't been to the Bermuda yet. So I want to feel some of them palm trees and some of that tropicalness up over here, Diana. So Annie, are you there? Hey, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? Annie, you there?
Yeah, I just don't know how to work this.
Okay, I thought you was hit by a smooth criminal for a minute, Annie. I couldn't find you now. So Annie, you represent Canada. So go ahead and talk to the people, love on the people real fast. Dr. China, she let me know. She said I gotta get these ladies on this real quick. So go ahead and share where you're at and talk about what's happening in your business right now, please, Annie.
Well, I just got in. And
move your screen down. Move your screen down a little bit so we can see your beautiful face, Annie.
Huh?
Move the screen down a little bit, because all I can see is a little piece of the hair. And you just slicked it down a little bit. Bring it on down. Come on. Uh-oh, we done lost Annie. See, I told you she was.
Hey guys. Hey, can you hear me, Rashard?
I can hear you.
This is so interesting. So I guess we have multiple Annies on. We're looking actually for Annie from Canada. She's the Asian lady that's in Canada. So I'm listening and seeing, and that's not Annie from Canada, but we definitely welcome the Annie that just started. But Roger, if you can grab her, I believe, Annie, if you're out there and you raise your hand, maybe we can grab you. And while we're trying to grab Annie, we can go to Ms. Diana and Richard Augustus from Bermuda, because they had an incredible weekend. Their PGRs back to back, and this call has absolutely just been phenomenal with Mr. Wayne and Tony, and great information, Rashad. So I'm excited to hear these testimonies. So while we're getting the Annie from Canada,
let's get Bermuda. That's Bermuda.
Let's go. Miss Diana and Mr. Richard Augustus. If you guys could just share us all the momentum that's happening in Bermuda. Welcome back, Miss Diana, to Atlanta. But go ahead and take it away.
Hey everyone, can you hear me?
Hey, how you doing?
I am wonderful. What an excellent job you did, Rashad. It was the fire is there. This is amazing. It's a rainy night here in Georgia, but we're on fire. But I did want to let you know that the buzz is in Bermuda. I was so excited to meet Richard Augustus for the first time. We've been chatting back and forward. The weather was great. The people, the buzz is definitely, every other person, it seems like they're talking about carrot bars. But we had to just, we wanted to get as much information to them. So Richard set up 5 screenings of the Black Friday, followed up with some PGRs, and I'll let him talk about that. I personally had a PGR, a big old PGR with my brother-in-law, my sister, at their home, and it was great. And I was amazed to see how many people had some gold in their pockets. So we were really excited about that. We were back and forward to the PGRs and back and forward to the Black Friday screening. The weather was great. One thing I did want to say is that, using the system is so important. Those funnels, the tracking, because that Monday morning before I left, the Sunday night, we went over all of the information that my brother-in-law needed for his team to get them started, because it's not that easy for them to pick up and do a 3-way. So I wanted to make sure that they were left with all the information that they needed. And that Monday morning, I made sure that we called, and he was able to go through the process of getting his people KYC, that he knew that system in place, that he could just pick that phone up and call. We identified trainers, presenters that were in his group. So I wanted to make sure that I left them well equipped with everything that they needed, although Karatbars has it there for us in place. But I wanted to make sure that he had it. He also has Richard, too, to depend on, and all those great team leaders down there in Bermuda. So it was just so nice. Richard did tell me that next time I can't come by myself, that I have to bring Dr. China and Jonah, and I'm probably going to bring Rashard and all the other leaders that are excited, because we are going to tear Bermuda up. And I just wanted to leave you real quick while we were having our technical difficulties. This emotional just thing came over me because it is a Friday, it is a rainy night in Georgia. But I was looking at all the names that were popping up on the screens, and although we know each other by names, and some of us know them by as faces, but a lot of times we're just names. And I just thought, we are certainly a family, but we're a family of future millionaires. And I'm just so honored and grateful to see the names and know that, you know, our future is secured because we're in the right place at the right time. So with that being said, I'm going to shorten it and let him see if Richard's there. And great job, Richard, Antonio. Welcome, Wayne. Oh, that's an inspiration right there. So I'm going to close out.
And Diana, thank you, and you keep up the good work, okay? And we want to keep hearing about those PGRs. Take pictures of those, video snippets of those, dump them in that 90 days, hashtag it 90 Days of Freedom, put them in the Facebook, put them in the Karatbars world, because all this creates momentum. So Diana, can I get a high five real quick?
High five. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Let's go for gold. Richard, you there, brother Richard?
Yes, I am, and I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
Man, I can hear you loud and clear, brother.
Okay, great. Yeah, greetings from Bermuda. Representing Team 495. I had to rebrand myself because it's not about, I used to call myself Rich Bermuda, but it's all about, 17 countries in about a year. It's awesome. Wow. Big shout out to Team Momentum, which includes Annie and the team in Canada, Q, George Mensa doing things in Ghana, doing stuff in Washington, D.C. as we speak. Awesome team. It's all about kicking that snowball off the hill, and it just grows and grows as it goes. You can't stop it. It's all about getting out of your comfort zone and doing things like my friend Wayne, who I just met. I hope you meet you in LA. But you've seen those snowballs when they go down the hill. You can't stop them. They just grow and grow. It's called exponential growth, people. And 999 Educational Center that we have in the city of Hamilton. It's a private location. We ran a educational video that speaks to the plight of the African American community, although it's more, it affects all races. Let's be honest, it's like 1% against the 99%. Educate yourself. Get around Mike Mullen videos. Get the Creature from Jekyll Island by Edward G. Griffin. Read these books. Robert Kiyosaki, Second Chance. There's a new book coming out by Jim Rickards called The New Case for Gold. Look it up. It's coming out in April. And, I just like to educate yourself, because when you get these people that are educated and conditioned by the educational system, when you have this true knowledge, they can't touch you. And so use the system, get educated, and let's change the world, people. And with that, I'm going to leave you.
Well, my brother Richard, man, you keep up the good work, man. You keep that brand, and you keep on educating people, and you keep on loving people, man. And what you're doing in Bermuda and across the world, and if I heard you correctly, I think you said 17 countries in a year. My brother, that is amazing, man. And this is what it's all about. So ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, because I forgot. Send some love. If you was blessed by Diana and Richard, I want y'all to say, love you, Diana and Richard, so they can feel the love. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what this whole thing is all about. This 90 Days of Freedom is on, and it is live. The enemy tried to stop this call because he knew the energy that was going to be, because somebody got broke free in this. Somebody who was in a slump just got motivated. Somebody who was feeling low is now feeling on they feel that encouragement, and that's what this whole thing is all about. So everybody, I'm going to tell you right now, okay, go out on the field and make a difference, okay? And I'm going to and this is what I tell people, when you're out talking to people, if they tell you no about Karatbars, you should feel bad about them. Don't feel bad about yourself and go tuck and hide and cry, oh, this thing don't work. This ain't for me. You ain't even talked to a lot of people yet. Listen, nobody stops until you get 100 no's. If you get 100 no's and you ain't had no activity and you're following the system and you get 100 no's, okay, it's not going to happen. Yes, it's the destination, but no is how you get there. So nobody stop until you get 100 no's. And I want everybody during this 90 days, bare minimum, 5 to 7 people every single day you should be contacting. Wayne already set the bar. He's doing 20 people a day. Okay, and he said over the next 15 days, he's going to have 10 VIPs enrolled into his system. So ladies and gentlemen, it is 10:12. We're getting ready to sign out. Ladies and gentlemen, I love you. I love you. I love you. We love all of you. One team, one vision on a march to 1 million. Thank you, Antonio. Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Brother Roger, for coming through with we had the technical challenges, but we worked it out. Dr. China, we appreciate you as well for having the vision and putting this thing together. And ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and sign out. And who's going to be featured next week? Everybody should be rushing to get featured on this so we can hear your stories and hear your testimonies. And if you don't know, ladies and gentlemen, now you know. We saving in gold. Let's get it. Go ahead, Roger. We dropping the mic on that note. We out.